show this evening is called Emergency Broadcast to the People of Canada and also for this world. Why this broadcast is being created this evening? This is not some conspiracy theory. I am not sensationalizing the enormous trespass, the evil, the wrong, and the harm that is occurring against all of the people worldwide, not only just in Canada. But through a video that I received earlier this week titled The Canadian Property Rights, that Trudeau violating a Bill of Rights to seize Canadian property, it is through this video that I'm going to narrate as we work through it. I'm going to be able to share and show with every man and woman in this country and around the world that none of these people that are acting for governments, which are service corporations, have any jurisdiction, which means property, over we the people. In order for any man or woman to have jurisdiction, control over another man or woman, they must answer yes to one of three questions. The first question is, who claims I property? When I use the word I, that applies to every man and woman in this world. Remember that. So, who's going to come forward and claim that I, Christopher James, am property? No man or woman's ever going to do that anywhere in this world before a jury of my peers. Okay? Who's the man or woman that's going to come forward and claim they have a contract with I, that I am property? No man or woman in this world has a contract with me where I've signed to some repugnant perception that I am their property on the private side as a man or woman. All that leaves after that is that who is the man or woman acting for any service corporation or acting in any role in this world that claims contract that I am their property. No man or woman's going to come forward from any service corporation in the world and present in front of a jury of our peers a contract where I or any other man or woman in this world have relinquished our God-given rights that we are now their property. What are governments? Governments are all service corporations. People need to understand and have the correct dialogue, the correct conversation, which I am ensuring this evening occurs. And it is through a video that was brought to my attention, Canadian Property Rights, that we're going to digest here and dissect and go through. I am going to be able to show very simply, very quickly, and very powerfully how we stop all of this evil that's occurring right now in our world. Our public courthouse is the most important sacred place on our lands, for where we the people have the right to access it outside of a private society we do not belong to called the bar, and move our claim in court against any man or woman in this world should they trespass against us, causing us wrong or harm. And this is what's ultimately before us here today. This video you're about to see, you're hearing from all these people acting in various roles within these various service corporations that are tied to government of Canada. And when you hear these people speak, always remember those three questions. Do any of these people claim that I, Christopher James, or any man or woman out there is their property? No. Do any of these people in this video, are they going to claim they have a contract with us on the private side that we are their property? No. And does any man or woman that are acting that you're going to see here in this next video have a contract with the service corporations they're all acting through that I, or we the people, are property? No. And once you understand that, you're going to recognize that no piece of paper, no matter what it is titled, the theater that they're trying to create to convolute the consciousness of the mind of man, be it a constitution, be it a Bill of Rights, be it codes, rules, or statutes, be it a criminal law, be it whatever titles that they're putting to something, or names to documents that are created, in order for a document, a words on a piece of paper, because that's all it is, words on a piece of paper, no matter what title they give it, no matter what fancy, description they place upon that, whoever wrote that document has to come forward and answer yes to back to those three questions. And if they can't answer yes to one of those three questions, then that piece of paper has no jurisdiction, means control over we the people. This is very important because this affects especially the great men and women that are in law enforcement, that are in the military, that took an oath to protect and serve we the people. They've all been lied to. We've all been lied to. And that's why this truth's time has finally come. And it is only through the correct conversation, which I am having right now with all of you that are listening to this, that you need to share this worldwide, that will we be able to root out and stop this evil. The hard reset that's coming has to occur at that public courthouse. And when it does, every man and woman in this country will then have the capacity to move their claim in court against another man or woman, in this case, Justin Trudeau, Doug Ford, Theresa Tam. They're not going to answer yes to any of those three questions, are they? That's right. It's not a damn thing that Justin Trudeau says, or Doug Ford, or Theresa Tam, or any of these people that act as attorney generals, or any of these people that are acting wearing the black robes from a private society called justices or judges or justice of the peace. None of these people, even though they put that lovely little name in front, the honorable, there is nothing honorable of what they've been doing, what they continue to do, and what they're going to stop doing. And that is only going to happen when we have this correct conversation. The masses are finally waking up and learning the difference between legal and lawful. So let's get into this. I'm going to break it down as we move through it and pay attention to the words that they say, so that by the end of this, anybody watching this will finally understand that all this theater that's going on, it has no jurisdiction. It is not law. Service corporations do not write laws. Remember that. And that's what the government of Canada is. That's what the government of Ontario is. British Columbia, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Quebec. Does everybody understand this now? These are service corporations that we, the people, supposedly created. All governments were created to protect the property of man. And as you're going to see here, that key word that I teach everybody, trespass, property, and who. I'm going to wield those words like the sword of truth here this evening. And you're going to see how it cuts through, metaphorically, this repugnant narrative that these ignorant people that are committing massive treason and trespassing against we the people right now in our world and what they are trying to implement in the very near future. This is how we stop it. This is why every man and woman in policing needs to pay attention and bear witness to this video that I'm about to make here.